Okay, thank you so much, and you know we are excited. Anytime we come into the room and you see these large checks, it's an indicator that we are about to give out money. And when I came into Borough Hall, this was my entire vision to do just this. And really, Diana and I are really focusing on education. Out of our, the allocation of, I think, around $20 million we allocated to educational initiatives, roughly $13 million went to projects just like this. And, you know, this is just really cutting edge research, cutting edge science, and really connecting our young people with this, you know, really the technology of the future. So we want to thank our partners, New York Sunworks, Manuel Azomora. Did I say it? Azomora. Mm-hmm. Okay. And our principal that's here, Principal Norman. Yes. This is the Academy of Urban Planning, and both our community board, Ford Chair. I'm always good to see Julie, and our district manager, Nadine, and all of our partners who's part of this initiative, New York City School Construction Authority, our partners in government, many of the elected officials that's here. I believe my good friend, Councilman, who's in this area? Espinal mm-hmm. is part of the council person who's in this area, and the initiative itself. And it's about the reconnection. We went off track with the land and the people. And it's almost as though we've come full circle. And these young people are going to have the opportunity to know that life is more than technology. It's about how do we continue the process of existing on this place that we call Mother Earth. We get two mothers, the one that we've come from her inside, and the others that we all live university in the planet Earth. And how do we treat her? We have been abusive children over the years, and what we're doing now is showing how do we go through the nurturing process and the rehabilitation of our planet. And if we are good to her, she would be good to us by giving us the healthy food that we need, the healthy environment that we need, and there's a win-win on both ends of the spectrum. Not only will we eat healthy, but it is profitable. Urban farms, urban technology, from vertical farming to soilless farming. We spoke about this during my inauguration. When I saw all across the globe, people have embraced the technology of urban farming, and how do we use the different methods to grow healthy food in the inner cities. And it has escaped our communities. For some reason, people believe that because you lived in Brownsville or Bushwick or Canarsie, you did not have the ability to grow your own food, the ability to understand how this is the technology of the future. But we say no to that. We state that our children are as good, if not better, than children across the globe. All we have to do is give them the opportunity, and the principal here at this school, she saw that. She saw the vision after communicating with the Deputy Borough President, and we laid out the plan. She grabbed that plan and moved forward with it, and so that's so important. Leadership means everything, and too often, many of our principals don't see the possibility of their children, but countless more principals that see education as a calling and not just a job. It's not a 9 to 5. It is how do we plant something inside our children that allow them to be productive citizens and develop their full personhood and allow them to know that there are great possibilities that lies outside of that. And so this is a wonderful initiative. We are excited. We are letting the experts do it. We're putting our money in and we're stepping back. Because we trust and we have faith in what you're doing. This year, we are allocating $167,000 to 12 schools to build out hydroponic greenhouse classrooms that will be labs to educate young people about the real possibility of urban farming as a skill to develop. And when you look at this, of some of this, what we're doing, it's like, you know, this is not Arkansas, this is Brooklyn. You know, this is Brooklyn. And part of the problem, that's what I really want to get through to particularly you young people in the room. Part of the problem is that people didn't believe you deserved this. They felt that, you should not sit in a classroom and watch things grow and have a desk there to talk about the growth process and talk about how do we move food from the ground to the table. They didn't think that you deserve this. And the deputy and I said, you're darn right you deserve it. And we're going to do everything we can to give it to you. You are not second-class students in a first-class country. You are first-class students, and you deserve a first-class education. And the quality of education, the quality of education needs to be shown throughout. And this is only the beginning. This is only the beginning as we start to move towards developing our classrooms, to sit down in a classroom, to sit down at a desk and watch the process in making. You don't have to sit down in McDonald's and watch someone make a hamburger. You can sit down in the school and watch food grow and then make the educational choices of what type of food you're going to consume. Many of our children are not consuming healthy foods because they can't connect from what they grew to what they should be consuming. And that's what we want to change. And we're moving to do things like textbook-free classrooms where we're putting tablets inside classrooms so our children can have a larger access of reading material. We want to be creative and keep pace with what are the opportunities. So the schools that we are, the 12 schools we're looking at, Academy of Environmental Leadership, PS 211 Crispus Attucks in Bedford-Stuyvesant, Multicultural High School.
PS 21.
Did I say, what did I say, PS 21? You're not going to let me treat you at your money, are you? I love that. IS 383, Brooklyn Lab School in Cypress Hill, PS 377 here in Bushwick, Brooklyn Democracy Academy in Brownsville, IS 292, Margaret Douglas in East New York. Look at those schools and look at the locations, and you'll get a signal of what we're saying. High schools for medical profession in Canarsie, great things there. I believe you have a lab there, a farm there as well, right?
Greenhouse, that's me, yes.
Okay, good. A greenhouse, great. PS 279, IS 211. And that is over $2 million in funds to prepare our young people that we're doing. We're building a system that creates a pipeline of urban agriculture, and that's the goal. We're doing some great things with Dr. Rudy Crew, the former chancellor, where we're building a pipeline of STEAM. Everybody talked about STEAM education, but there's a hole in the pipeline and the STEAM is seeping through. So we want to make sure that pipeline is sealed up from pre-K to career. And these careers are here. We just unrolled last week, Hour of Code. I hope the school is signed up for Hour of Code. Love it. Where we're introducing our children to coding. 1 hour we're going to compete against Chicago, where we believe that we can have a higher number of schools. We have over 400 schools in Brooklyn. 50% of them signed up for our code. We want 100%. All of our children should be introduced to code and how coding is important for them to know. And so these are the many initiatives that we're doing. And again, we are excited. I could not have a better partner as we move forward than Deputy Borough President Diana Rayner. I can't thank her enough for making sure that we move forward with these initiatives, that she has embraced the education and preparing our children for tomorrow. Not only that they're going to be academically smart, but they're going to be emotionally intelligent and understand that this universe is not about them, it's about all of us. And how do we have well-developed, well-defined children who are mindful, thoughtful, compassionate, and caring about the universe that they live in and about the universe that they are around, about their fellow human beings. That is the human characteristics that we're looking for our young people, and we want to be a partner in carrying that out. Deputy Diana Rayner.
Thank you. I truly want to thank Borough President Adams because this is an exciting moment for Brooklyn. Our schools have not seen this type of investment in a long time, all in one action. And we look forward to creating what are not just one-time investments, but a 5-year plan of investing, making sure that today that freshman at these schools is going to be the college-ready individual because they've been exposed to exactly what industry is calling for. No one is left behind, as so to speak. This is an opportunity for us to understand that when we have, and I kid you not, Switzerland knocking down our door at Borough Hall, asking Borough President Adams' support on building what is greenhouse, vertical urban agriculture in Brooklyn, and they don't know if it's legal because the building code does not take into account what is vertical agriculture in an urban environment. We in government start realizing this is where industry is going. Is our education leading the way and aligning itself with industry? And more we're finding out that they're not. We are not. And so therefore we are creating connection here, and we're not waiting for anyone to give us an invitation. We're making sure that we're building the investment and infrastructure and education system all into one. These are concentric circles working together. All these stakeholders here, we are working, making sure that our youth of tomorrow are aligned with what industry will need in the future. Today, people who have gone to college and graduate with computer science degrees, and this is another case study, where a young person of color graduated and never had any coding. When they went on their interview, they realized that they were not the applicant of choice, based on the fact that the simple act of coding being the trend today is what they most needed and wanted. And that person graduated with a degree that should have taken that into consideration. No education is worthwhile if we're not staying in touch with industry. And so we're going to be that bridge. Borough President Adams and I are committed to making sure that we're having a full circle discussion, connecting what are all these pieces. And it's not just about dollars and cents. As he has mentioned, it is the holistic approach to education, building careers. That is why we've committed to this pipeline of learning, and making sure that we understand we have to challenge our schools. It was too easy to depend on the system to show you the way. We don't want the system to show the way. We want people to show each other the way and support each other. And you have our 100% commitment to help you reach those goals. Thank you to, a huge thank you to Brian McGinn from the School Construction Authority. I've been in government for a long time to know that government is easy to say no. And Brian was silent, open-minded, and ran with us. And I cannot thank you enough. He's still doubtful, but he's giving this the opportunity. We all have to build confidence that we can have this accomplished. And with your assistance, your commitment, our youth will be global leaders of tomorrow. Right. Today in Brooklyn, tomorrow in China. Thank you very much.
Thank you. And you know, and Brian, and I love that you pointed that out, because that's where we all are. We're Brian. Those of us who are the baby boomers generation. I don't understand half this stuff, you know, but I know it's right. And there's no greater symbol of caring than when you're willing to step out on faith. And so those of us who are part of the institution that understand that we may not understand it, but we know it's right, and we're willing to trust in our instinct. We've lost the ability to trust in this natural gift that we have as human beings, instinct. And our instinct tell us it's right. Our instinct told those who said that the land was not flat, it was round. Our instinct told us that it is possible to join the Wright brothers and we can fly. Our instinct told us that it is capable to go to the moon and push through our fears. And so when you have the Bryants and the Erics and those who may not know how to get there, but we know it's right, I believe in my instinct that we are instinctively are doing the right thing. And I don't know how we're going to end up there, but if I follow you and I listen to you and what we need to do, we're going to do what's right for the people of the city. So I thank you. You know, you're representative of what we must do when we're in a position of power and authority. We cannot get in the way of progress. We cannot be so no and naysayer, and it can't be done. So many times, Diana and I have sat down with traditional government officials, and all they told us is how it can't be done, and we're busy getting it done. You know, we have to get out of the way of progress. We have to allow progress to move forward. And so, coming from the School Construction Authority, one of the most powerful and important institutions in our city, to have someone that's saying, I'm willing to try, is all we can ask, and we thank you, and let's give them another hand of applause. And so now we're going to hear from New York Sunworks, Manuel Azamore, or did I get it right? Yes. Samora, okay.
Thank you. Well, thank you. And Cecil Roberts, partner. Yes, thank you. So at New York Sunworks, we're very, very proud to be partnering with Brooklyn Borough President Eric Adams and with Deputy Borough President Diana Reyna. It's very exciting because this initiative really reflects the needs of the 21st century. This initiative was developed and was tried before by New York Sunworks in 30 schools around the 5 boroughs. Most of those schools are here in Brooklyn. So we know that this type of classroom engages students and teachers alike. So we're confident that this will be a great impact for every school participating. We also know that the 21st century will require knowledge in all STEM areas, but it also will require understanding and a deep understanding of sustainability and climate change. And these classrooms are bringing that conversation into the youth, to the classrooms. So students in these classrooms will learn science, all the mandated standards, but they will also be growing food, lots of food, with cutting-edge technology, hydroponic technology, and they will learn also about topics related to environmental science. We're talking about contamination, pollution, water resource management, space management, land management also, biodiversity, conservation, as well as nutrition. All those topics are going to be part of the conversation. And this is happening in Brooklyn because people here is thinking out of the box. And as Diana was saying, this is the way to prepare the next generation for the 21st century requirements. This is the way to prepare the next generation of innovators. Thank you.
I think Manuela covered it all. I mean, I would just add one thing, maybe, that this program was actually started by parents and educators that we really saw a need for our own children, and then it's now grown to be a big initiative, and I think it's exciting and yeah, just very grassroots as well. Started with not having an idea what we were doing either.
Love that. And the principal of this great school, Principal Norman.
We're very grateful to partner with the Deputy Borough President, Diana Reyna, and Borough President Eric Adams. Diana Reyna came last year to our school and challenged me as a principal to put things in place that were CTE STEM related. And because we had EcoStation already a part of our community, our farm in the back, it was a no-brainer to say that hydroponic labs should be our next step. As you know, being a place where there's 4 climates, children have to participate in a greenhouse inside. And EcoStation already has a small one outside, but this affords us so much more opportunity because it ties into our dream of being a school of engineering where we use green technology as well. So when you bring in farming, you bring in green technology, which also collaborates with our computer science part that we have in our school, which does coding, by the way, because we want to be computer engineering. So engineering is the application of the processes that students learn in the classroom. And to be appliers of what you learn is to be 21st century ready. So we're very grateful for the Borough President's office. We're very grateful to Sunworks who came, and the sky is the limit for Bushwick. And with my co-principal that I partner with as well, Academy of Environmental Leadership, Ms. Principal Blazette, we are looking forward to making sure that Bushwick children are receiving a quality education, that they can enter any post-secondary institution and stand apart from everyone else. Thank you.
And finally, the Chair of Community Board 4, who's our partner so often, Chair Julie Dean.
And good morning, all. This is a wonderful, wonderful, extraordinary opportunity. And I am so proud to partner and to work closely with my Borough President, Eric Adams, as well as the Deputy Borough President, Diana Rayner. Diana Rayner and Eric Adams always were people and cared so much about the communities, even before he became the Borough President and she became the Deputy Borough President. When I think about Bushwick, because I was raised in Bushwick, and I just get so emotional because to have something so unique in our community and knowing that our children are going to benefit and they deserve the best of the best. We have some beautiful, extraordinary, and knowledgeable children, very intelligent here in Bushwick. Most times we read about our children, we don't hear about the positive things they're doing. And we're here to let you know and let the world know that Bushwick have some very, very intelligent children, and they are just moving forward. They are going to be our future leaders, so we have to make sure that they are equipped, as our Deputy Borough President said. Why shouldn't they know what coding is? They should know, and they can do it if we expose them to it. So again, along with my district manager, Nadine Whitted from Community Board 4, who I work very, very closely and hard with because we are the eyes and the ears of Bushwick, and we want the best for Bushwick. But to see all of these educators sitting here and knowing that your students will benefit under your leadership, I take my hat off to you and I applaud you. But moreover, I applaud my Borough President. Eric Adams, you should go to his office, and you probably have been there. It's always open. I don't care what time you go, there's something going on. And no one tells you you can't come in, they invite you in. You can use this office, go here, go there. I go to meetings there every month, and I meet with my Borough President and the Deputy Borough President so we can find out what the needs are of our community. So again, I'm proud to stand here before all of you today and to stand with my Borough President. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you so much. You know, I think it would be fitting to close out today. Or Brian, can you say a few words for us? Come on, Brian.
Morning, everybody. Well, first of all, thank you for all the kind words, Diane and Borough President. Just on behalf of the Chancellor and the SEA Borough President, Lorraine Grillo, we're just very excited to be part of this initiative. You know, obviously the School Construction Authority is responsible for a lot of work throughout the city, but to do something that is directly impacting the children of the city and that is kind of new and innovative is very exciting. It's a new challenge for us. We're looking forward to working with Sunworks, as we have been already for several months, and we're looking forward to working with all the principals in the schools that are involved in this initial rollout of this great program. So I'm going to leave it at that. Just let all the school representatives know that we'll be in touch in about a week or two to schedule a walkthrough of your building. You know, Sunworks will be with us. Hopefully somebody from the BP's office as well. And we're just going to determine what kind of construction you need to support the equipment that we're going to be installing into your rooms. But again, thank you again for the wonderful, nice words. It's always a pleasure to work with the Borough President's office, and especially with Diana. So we'll be in touch with you all, and have a great weekend.
Thank you. Any questions from the media? If not, we'll wrap up. Thank you very much. Thank you, principals.